Et Rossi qui réattaque.
Oui, dans ce droite, Rossi qui reprend l'avantage. Mais forcément, maintenant, ils sont extrêmement loin des deux hommes de tête. Ils sont à 3 secondes 2 à force de se dépasser, se redépasser. En caméra embarquée avec Marc Marquez. Et sur le changement d'angle, la vitesse d'exécution avec laquelle il a pu passer. Et Rossi, oh, il le colle, il se met à côté. Oh, il fait tomber Marquez. C'est incroyable ce qui vient de se passer. Et Rossi qui a vu ça.
Alors là,
Vincent, on n'est pas bien là. Oh mon Dieu.
Alors là,
quelle image.
Et il fait simplement un bloc passe comme on peut le voir en motocross. Mais par contre ici, ils le font à plus de 150 km/h. Aïe aïe aïe.
C'est fou. Cette image va faire le tour du monde. Rossi qui est GV embêté. La passe d'armes est superbe entre eux. Marquez qui ne joue pas le championnat du monde. Rossi oui, et Rossi qui fait des jolies passes d'armes. Ici, il va ensuite aller se mettre à côté. Le bloc passe effectivement pour ralentir la trajectoire de Marquez, comme pour lui dire mais il faut arrêter maintenant ce jeu-là. Est-ce que c'est volontaire ou pas de le faire tomber, Vincent?
Alors tomber, je ne pense pas. Aucun pilote ne voudrait faire tomber un autre pilote. Par contre, c'était volontaire clairement de lui montrer que maintenant il fallait qu'il arrête. Mais attention.
Ça va chauffer, ça va chauffer. On va à peu près tout lire et tout entendre et tout écrire. 13 tours de l'arrivée, Marquez, c'est terminé.
Longing on Valentino Rossi up the inside of Hayden. Rossi takes over third place. The crowd go absolutely wild. He's not German. He may be Italian, but he's now in third place. It comes Rossi on the brakes up the inside. Not able to get through this time. Or has he got through? He has. Valentino Rossi has got through. I apologise. Valentino Rossi's got past Danny Petrosio, who's up into second place. Rossi sizing up Marco Melandri's favourite overtaking point. Valentino Rossi leads the German Grand Prix here at the Saxon Ring. What a victory for the world champion, Valentino Rossi, here in Germany.
Marquez is attacking Rossi up at Tremonto. Brave move, a late cut inside, and he's through.
Very aggressive again. Now Rossi's going to fight back side by side. They're going to come 260, 270 kilometres an hour, and Rossi back at him at Cavoni as they come through a 6. And Marquez again up the inside. This time he's made it stick, which is Rossi a little bit wide. Rossi has to sit up. Go. Rossi lines him up through turn 7. Rossi fights back. He's well placed for Leclerc, and Rossi back into second place.
Back at the front. Rossi's now attacking. Now listen to the crowd go mad. Rossi leads at Misano. But for how long? That's the question.
Lorenzo fights back immediately. Rossi back at it. This is a typical MotoGP race in the early stages. Side by side as they come out of Tremonto. They want to be careful, the two Yamaha rivals. I think Marco's thinking, well, let them get on with it. I'll just stay back there and see what happens. Valentino Rossi, one bend to go. The 35-year-old Italian is one in front of his home crowd. Rossi back on the top step of the podium. That doesn't make you catch your breath, nothing will.
Here comes Rossi though on the brakes on the inside. Into the southern loop goes Valentino Rossi into the lead. 1 lap to go. 3 years ago, Valentino Rossi battled for the title with Max Biaggi. 3 years ago at this track, he overtook Max Biaggi on the last lap of the race to win the World Championship at Phillip Island. And now here today, he overtakes his only title rival, Sete Gibernau on the last lap, but he runs it wide. The crowd are on the feet here. Gibernau's back in front. Half a lap to go. Sete Gibernau leads the Australian Grand Prix.
Oh, what a half lap here at Phillip Island. Gibernau back in front as they race up through Siberia. Rossi right on his tail. Everybody is on their feet. Rossi's could win the world title. Gibernau, though, wants to win the Australian Grand Prix. They race along the top end of the circuit and now break the behind. Rossi back in front. No. Gibernau still holds the advantage, but Rossi has the inside.
That's when Nicky Hayden took Sete Gibernau on the last lap this year. Rossi, though, gets it over the top of Lukey Heights and in front of Gibernau into the right-hander. 2 corners to go now for Valentino Rossi to win the race and the title here. It's all going to come down to this final corner. The long left-hander. Here's the first part of it, short straight, and then through the tight apex of the second part of this left-hander. Onto the gas they go. Through the second part into the straight. Who's going to have the extra run as they come down the straight? It's Rossi on the Yamaha. He is the world champion. He is the winner of the Australian Grand Prix.
It'll be tough. Here we go. The two Hondas sandwiched in between them. The 9 times world champion and 7 times Assen winner, Valentino Rossi. Just one podium finish this season on his return to Yamaha, and that was in the first Grand Prix of the year under the floodlights in Qatar.
I reckon there's still 5 riders who will fancy their chances of finishing on the podium or even winning this race. 2.6 seconds separates Pedrosa from Crutchlow. Bradley's a further 1.5 seconds behind. Here comes Rossi now out of the ram zone. Pedrosa's going to try and run it wide, but Rossi is going to go through and he's going to take the lead in the Dutch TT. And listen to the crowd. They stand on their feet in the grandstands as Rossi comes across the line in the lead.
Rossi chasing his first Grand Prix victory for almost 3 years. You can hear the crowd. They're clapping, they're cheering, they're urging him on. They cannot believe it. They cannot watch back in Valentino Rossi's garage. The doctor is back. He is chasing his 106th Grand Prix victory. He hasn't won a Grand Prix for over 2.5 years. He's half a lap away for getting back on the top step of the podium. The crowd are on their feet. Italy has stopped for 1 minute. Valentino Rossi wins here in Assen. He's back in business.
It looks as though Valentino Rossi is going to be lifting that World Championship trophy once again.
But if he does, it'll be only the second rider to regain the Premier Class title after 2 years. And the last man to do it, well, the hero of his, the man we met at Misano not so long ago, Giacomo Agostini. That's the sort of company we're talking about. But what has this man done for motorcycle racing in the last decade? That Grand Prix debut in Malaysia, 1996. Since then, he's propelled MotoGP into a completely new era.
Never missed a race since he debuted. He's had a win at least every single season he's competed in the series as well. He's had endless victories, 69 of them so far. Could be 70 today in MotoGP, a new record, of course. 147 podiums from 206 starts in the whole of Grand Prix racing. That's just an incredible statistic. As Rossi has a little look around, see how far Stoner is behind. The day belongs